Hey, what's up, hello good people, welcome to today's video. I will be helping y'all with mathematics, physics, life sciences, and maybe geography. So this is a new series that I'm starting, seeing that exams are coming up in 4 days. Your Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We have trials on Monday, so less than 3 days to trials. So I want to help people that are struggling a little bit, so that we can hopefully raise the percentage of people that pass. So today I'll be doing calculus, the basics of calculus, where we'll be looking at the derivatives. Differential calculus and calculus is the same thing, so we'll be looking at the derivatives. So today I'll be focusing on the power rule. That is what we'll be doing in this video. Okay, you forgive my handwriting. I am not an artist. Okay, fine, Igek. When we are looking at the power rule, you'll be given something like f at x is equal to axn. A standing for the base, n standing for the exponent. So these digits or these letters can be represented by any number in the examination. Okay, so when you're driving, usuke ufuna the f prime of x. So you want f prime of x. This is what that means. So when we're driving, say ct base times exponent and then exponent minus 1. Let me repeat that. Ct base times exponent minus 1. Okay, so you have something like a, which is our base in this case, times exponent n, which is our exponent in this case, x into exponent minus 1. This is all. That is all we are doing here when we are using the power rule. I hope so far what I've said is easy to catch on. Okay, so this is all that we do at this stage. So let us sub it out with real numbers. So let's say we are given, for example, f at x is equal to 2x exponent 3 or 2x cubed, and then they say find the derivative of this value. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to say f prime of x. Guys, f prime of x is really important because some markers, we were told that if you do not put this prime mark, everything is wrong. So ngisho kuthiwa isibalo sakho correct kanganani bazokurongisa if you do not say f prime of x. Okay, fine ke. And then I said that we're going to say base times exponent minus 1. So it's going to be 2 times 3x and then exponent 3 minus 1. And then you simplify this, it's going to be f prime of x is equal to 2 times 3, which is 6. This x comes back as it is, and then 3 minus 1 is going to be squared. So this is your derivative. Okay, I've went ahead and added a bit more digits because you're probably gonna deal with something that is more related to this. Okay, fine, Igela. This is a cubic function. Cubic function. So they say find the derivative of this using the power rule. So it's still the same thing. You're gonna say f prime of x is equal to base times exponent. You can write it out if you want to avoid mistakes. I do recommend that you do write it out and do not do mental mathematics, because sometimes mental mathematics betrays us. So it's gonna be base times exponent x exponent minus 1, and then this sign you bring it back as it is, and then you look at the following term, which is 2 times exponent 2 x exponent this 2 minus 1, and then bring back this sign into 4. Okay, here you notice how it is 4x, only 4x. So we do know that any number that is squared is equal to that number or that value. So there is a 1 here, it's just that we do not write it. So it's going to be 4 times 1 x 1 minus 1, and that's where we are going to stop. Look at this. See this number 1? it's a constant. We do not derive it. We do not do anything with it. So if it does not have a coefficient or it does not have any letter next to it, we just leave it like that. So you can further now simplify this and say f prime of x is equal to 3 times 3, that will be 9, x 3 minus 1, it is squared, and then minus 2 times 2 is going to be 4, x 2 minus 1, just 4x. Okay, there was a little bit of a glitch with the camera setup, but then we said 2 times 2, 4x, 2 minus 1, which left us with 1, so we are not going to write that 1. And then we came to this one and said 4 times 1, which gave us 4, and then x, 1 minus 1. Okay, we know that any number raises to the exponent 0 is going to be 1, so it is 4 into 1. I hope that does not confuse you guys. So this is going to be your derivative. Notice how if you're given a cubic function, it always goes to a quadratic function. So that's how you know that you have correctly derived, is when you're given a cubic function, it must go back to a quadratic function. Okay, here is a more complicated example. They say determine dy over dx, this meaning derivative, if y is equal to x minus 3 cubed. Okay, ngeke nakho kufanele ukubamba ukuthi uma bekunikeze i-equation that is not in the standard form, the standard form being ukuthi it is ax cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d. This is the standard form. So if they gave you anything that is not like this, you need to make that thing to be like this. It sounds confusing, but then I promise it is easy, so let us do it. Okay, but Hilana, y is equal to x minus 3 cubed. Okay, firstly, you need to expand this x minus 3. But then if it is not yet in the standard form, you do not say dy over dx is equal to. Uzobuyisa njalo y is equal to njengoba kunjalo. I don't know why, that's what we were told. Ukuthi while we are trying to change this to become the standard form, we say y is equal to, and then we solve until the end. Uma ke sesifikile to where our y is equal to the standard form, like seku right, seku ax cubed yada yada yada, we then say dy over dx. But then for now, since we are trying to change this to become the standard form, we say y is equal to, okay, fine. This cubed just means that it is this term times 3. Kanjani, it is going to be x minus 3 into x minus 3 into x minus 3. That's what the cube does. Okay, for us to efficiently solve this, we have to exclude x minus 3 or 8, so it's going to be x minus 3 and then open a square bracket. Okay, into x minus 3 into x minus 3. Okay, y is equal to lona sim excludile, and then inside the square bracket we say x times x, which is going to give us x squared, x times negative 3, negative 3x, x times negative 3, negative 3x, negative 3 times negative 3, it is going to be positive 9. You see? And then you can further simplify this to be y is equal to x minus 3 into x squared. These are like terms, so it's going to give us negative 6x plus 9. Okay, and then from there we can now include lo isim excludile. So it's going to be y equals to, remember we are still saying y equals to because it is not yet in the standard form. So we are going to say this x times x squared, which is going to give us x cubed, and then this x times negative 6x, it's going to be negative 6x squared. This x times positive 9 is going to be positive 9x. we are done no x. This is like negative 3 now. We're going to say negative 3 times x squared is going to be negative 3x squared. Negative 3 times negative 6x. So it's going to be positive 18x and then negative 3 times 9 it's going to be negative 27. Now we have to simplify this to become one formula. So we are going to identify the like terms, which is in this case ln negative 6x squared with this negative 3x squared. We have this positive 9x with this positive 18x. Those are our like terms in this situation, so we have to simplify those. So it's going to be I don't think so. Okay, I just cleared up some space so that we can continue with the board. Okay, we are still going to say y is equal to ln x cubed like term so and then negative 6 minus 3. So log kuzoba negative 9x squared. And then we're going to say 9 plus 18, which is going to be 27. So it's going to be plus 27x minus 27. We are now it is in the standard form, which is our cubic function. Now, because this is driver we can now say dy over dx. In the question may say determine f prime of x, or they may say dy over dx. So f prime of x, you would say f prime of x here, but in this case they said dy over dx, so that is what we are doing. Okay, in the first place we said it is base times exponent minus 1. So in this case it's going to be base. So it's going to be base times exponent x, and then exponent it is 3 minus 1 minus base here is 9 times 2 x 2 minus 1. I hope that you're still catching on. So plus 27 times 1, because there is nothing here, we know that there is this 1, so it's going to be 27 times 1 x 1 minus 1. I mean, it's negative 27 here. He is, or she is, or it is a constant, so asimenzi lutho. So sizalana, so to dy over dx is equal to 1 times 3, it's going to be 3x. 3 minus 1, it's going to be squared, minus 9 times 2, it's going to be 18x, and then 2 minus 1, it's going to be just 1, so there is no need of writing that one, plus 27 times 1, it's going to be 27, it's going to be 27, and then x, 1 minus 1 is going to be x to the exponent 0, and any number to the exponent 0 is equal to 1, so it's going to be x into 1. So our dy over dx is equal to 3x squared minus 18x plus 27. And what did I say? I said ukuthi to derive it must go from cubic to being a quadratic, and that's what we did this video. Okay, that's where I'm going to stop for now in this video. In the next video we'll be tackling more trickier questions, more advanced questions, but then this was to help you grasp the basics if kuguti namanje you are still having troubles getting a hold of those basics. So please subscribe, comment, like, and please tell me what you want me to go deeper on, or what are the topics or what are the subjects you'd like me to provide more clearance on. Bye.